Hi, I'm Joanna. Welcome to Between the Sheets. Today I want to talk about thread count. Thread count is a buzzword. I hear it all the time, and the number one question we get asked at Oli is, what's your highest thread count sheet? So I think it's really imperative that we begin today with thread count 101. The most important thing I can tell you about thread count is that it is only one of three components of what makes up a good sheet. So contrary to this total myth that the higher the thread count, the better the sheet, it's absolutely not the case. As I said, there are three components that make up a good sheet. The first is, where is the cotton from? Egypt grows the best cotton. The staples are long, they're thicker, they can be combed so they're softer. So if the cotton is Egyptian, it's going to be the best type of cotton. So that's the first component that matters. The second component is, where is the sheet woven? For instance, a sheet can be woven in Asia or a sheet can be woven in Italy. Italians have a tradition of weaving that is centuries and centuries old. And I think from what we know about the fashion world, I think it's pretty well known that Italians weave beautiful quality fabrics, and they've been doing it for much, much longer. So they really are the premier weavers of the world. So when you combine Egyptian cotton with Italian weaving, already you're beginning to get a sheet that is going to be magnificent and long-lasting and soften over time. At that point, and here is what I want you to remember, thread count is a preference. The higher the thread count, sure, the softer it gets, but there's a lot of people, like my mom, for instance, who could have a 10,000 thread count sheet if she wanted. She loves R220. It's the crispness that she adores and the density of it. So really, thread count being high or low is totally a choice. The only time thread count really matters is when you get below 200. So anything above 200 threads is percale, and anything below that is called muslin. You don't want to go below 200. And by the way, just real simple, thread count is how many threads per square inch. So once you have Egyptian cotton, and let's just say it's woven in Italy, the very best, from there you choose your favorite thread count. My favorite is 410 and 600 and 800. I love them all. Some people love a cotton satin, which is a little bit different weave that has more of a sheen. But don't get confused. The highest thread count in the world is not necessarily the best. You can have 1,000 thread count that might be woven in Pakistan and not Egyptian cotton, or Egyptian cotton woven in Pakistan. It will not hold up the way a 250 thread count Italian weave will. And that's probably the most important thing I can tell you about choosing good sheets. Always look for Egyptian cotton, where it's woven, and then choose your favorite thread count. Touch it, and what you're looking for is something that softens over time. I have my pillowcases from 10, 15 years ago, and they are so magnificent now that, you know, that's the beauty of investing in a really authentic quality sheet. And I think where we go astray is in just looking at that one number, that thread count number. That is not necessarily authentic quality. I hope that helps next time you're looking for sheets. And again, no sign off.